Hello everyone, my name is Jude and I'm from Sri Lanka and now I'm in Sweden at the moment. We had an idea of doing a podcast way back, but again, this idea came recently that we needed to do a podcast in Sweden, and actually this channel is about introducing the culture, the background, and the know-how, and the history, and everything, the systems of Nordic countries and Sweden, etc. And I'm here with, I would say, my family in Sweden. Actually. If I may say, we have come to Sweden in 2023, myself and my wife, Miley. She's not here, unfortunately, today because she's busy with her studies, and she'll be in our next episodes. You can meet her through that. First day we came and we actually started our life in Sweden in this gentleman's house, and his name is Arne Jolber. I will spell that right.
Yeah.
Okay, so he will introduce himself. So to further ado, I'll hand it over to him. Yeah, and I want to add more that after he came and from the day one, before he introduced himself, I would like to introduce him as Seeya. In Sri Lanka, we say Seeya for our grandparent. So one of our grandparents is a Seeya and Archie. So the male version of it, Seeya. So here you call forever. We actually named him as Seeya. So we told him what's the meaning of Seeya. So we lived here for such a time and we had a good time, and we still keep coming here, visiting him, and he actually himself, he has a vast knowledge, and his background is a thing that you would like to know, and it is interesting, and he has a good knowledge of the history and stuff. So I'll hand it over to our Sia, as I said, our Sweden family. He will continue himself introducing and why we are doing this and what's behind the podcast. Sia, up to you.
Well, thank you.
How are you today?
I'm very fine, thank you. I feel very proud that you will call me Seeya.
Of course.
And the real translation is, in fact, farfar eller farmor in Sweden.
Farfar eller morfar.
Morfar, yeah, precis. So, but it's nice words, so I thank you. Keep on with that.
Yeah, of course.
My real name is Arne Sjöberg, and we are living here in Kalmar, southeast of Sweden. And my background is from being a doctor. So I've been a doctor since 1981, and I love being a doctor.
Yes.
30 years I've been director of with the department
Okay.
at the Central Hospital here in Kalmar. It's about geriatric and palliative care. I don't know if you know that.
I speak that language.
In Sweden, many doesn't know it either, but geriatric is the knowledge of elderly people's sickness.
That's particularly for that.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have that's something then.
Yeah, that's a specialty. And palliative care is taking care of the people that are living in their last days, mostly cancer, but also other diseases. So that is what my department works with ordinarily, very much. But 1 year ago, 1.5, I get retired. I'm 70. You didn't believe that?
No, I thought you were around your 60s.
Oh, I feel like 30.
Yeah.
And this is very exciting. We will see if you like it, but our intention is to try to explore the differences in our cultures, Sri Lanka and Sweden, or Nordic country, maybe. It's a lot that we can discuss. We did discuss many things,
of course.
During more than 1 year you stayed here.
Yeah.
Before you left north to up in Sweden. But now you are back in Kalmar, and I'm so glad.
Our hometown in Sweden.
Yeah.
Kalmar. We love Kalmar.
Yeah. And I'm so glad for that.
Thank you.
Really.
And if you can talk about your family and
Yeah, I live alone. You may think in this big house, it's 140 square meter.
This week is
Yeah, and the garden of about 800
of course.
square meters. Maybe we can show it later.
Yeah, coming episodes. Yes.
But I'm fortunate in that way that I have 5 grandchildren.
Excellent.
Yeah,
We are proud of it.
and two children.
Yeah, and as far as I know, uh, three of them are muted.
Yeah, it's my daughter that lives in Italy, and they have 3 children, quite small.
Oh,
And Christopher, my son, he has 2.
okay.
And Adrian, the oldest, 19, he actually lives in this house
Okay.
with me.
So literally, you're not alone. Chase is keeping you content.
Yeah, and also his father is her author. And yeah, it's very nice.
Of course.
It's 3 generations.
Yeah, I have met them all, so I know them. I would say when we came here to Sweden, we were coming at a night time, and if I may recall the time, at that time we are actually from Sri Lanka. We connected with actually with his what do you call it, grandson, the first grandson. He was saying about Adrian, and he was saying this advertisement on one of the sites, and got connected. Suddenly he said, "All right, you can come in, and it's a project that they are doing as giving their basement to a couple of students since my wife is a student. So actually we applied. The best part is we haven't actually paid anything beforehand. It's only on trust, and that was really nice. Uh, having trust on us beforehand. We come here without knowing who we are, and then they welcomed us, and we had a long trip from Sri Lanka to Sweden. You may know that we don't have direct flights from Sri Lanka to Sweden. We had to come across some, transits. Actually, we had the transit in Turkey, and it was like a transit of 8 hours. It was long, and then we landed in Stockholm. From Stockholm to Kalmar, it's how long?
60 kilometers, I would say.
Yeah.
No, 600.
600, yeah, 600. And we came through train, and it was a night, and we had some hiccups also here and there. And we were tired, and when we were reaching this place, it was midnight. And Adrian was up with his friend to welcome, and Sia was not there. At that time, Sia was away to...
Oh, it was a conference in Stockholm.
Oh, yeah, you were in a
Yeah,
You were not.
I arrived the morning, the day after.
Of course. So we were also very excited to meet him. Were excited to meet him first. And when we were coming here, we were so tired. Adrian and his friend helped us with the baggage and everything. And we went to the room. We just wanted to sleep. We were dead tired. And we had a wash, had some, I think, food, some small noodles or something. And then we went actually to bed. Next day morning, we woke up late, and then we saw you. We met you. Then only we were also excited, and we just saw the pictures and everything. It was nice. It was a really great memory. The touch and the...
Yes, and what I felt was a kind of connection immediately.
Yeah.
I thought you were very nice people. I felt it. And from my experience, I have trust also, as you said before. So that's the way it started.
So it was nice. So that's how everything started before almost a year. Yeah. And more than a year. And it went like that. And many things happened. We actually became a part of his family, and we met everyone, every member. I think almost every member of his family. We had so much of like the activities, parties, dinners, you name it. And we enjoyed a lot of food here. And he's a good chef, to tell you. He knows, I think, each and every menu recipe of Sweden. And we were lucky to taste those as soon as we came here. And we had that opportunity, and also we shared our food with him, and he liked it. What is from Sri Lanka, the tea and cafe. So again, telling on top of that, to name this channel Fika and Tea is, contribution of myself, Sia, and my wife. We thought of having this name because it's special. We can explain that why we put Fika. What's the meaning of Fika?
It's really Fika and Tea talk.
Yeah, Fika and tea talk.
That's the essential thing that made me interested in this project, because Fika is something special for Sweden, and we can show it. You see, we have cups here, and it would be tea and coffee, and only coffee or only tea. That's not Fika. You have to have something with it to eat. And mostly we have cake, different kind of cake, or you can also have sandwiches. This time it's a premiere and it's a bit fancy, I think. So I have persuaded you to taste my chocolate mousse.
Yeah,
Cream.
and one person is missing for that.
Yes. Mayu is the one that really loves chocolate, I recognize. But we will say something too. But that's the plan. And Zika, you have mostly in the afternoon, around 2, 3, maybe 3:30. That's the ordinary time. When you have Zika in the morning, it's also Zika, but it's more at work around 10 o'clock. 9 to 10 o'clock. Yeah, that's Fika.
So it's like most like what we have in Sri Lanka, it's tea, but here it's Fika means not only coffee or just tea. You have so much on the table, different sorts of assortments and desserts, sort of buns, sweets, stuff, you name it, watering. So it's really nice. Yeah, so that's why we named this channel as Fika and Tea Talk to represent Sri Lankan and Sweden combination. That for the introduction, we would like to showcase how he prepares this dessert or the.
Maybe you also was going to tell about the different themes we are talking about in the future. Yeah.
Of course, as he said, I have put that in the description also, in the channel description. You can check. We're going to talk, starting from next episode, we will talk about the culture of Sweden, what it brings to the world, how they have developed themselves. It's a culture, about the culture with the first, second episode. This is the first episode that premiered. So we can talk through, and then we will talk about health and education system as well as work system here and the thinking pattern. So episode wise, it's we can actually go through with it, and we will talk through how these countries have built up and how they have developed themselves as great nations, great people. So what we can learn from them in terms of health, education, etc., everything. So we have topics lined up for each and every episode. You can follow us, you can subscribe us, and you can just comment us also your ideas, even if you want to know more about Sia, or if you suggest a topic from Sia also, we can adjust that as well with your opinions. So we can talk about that topic as well with Sia. And yeah, you're welcome to follow us and, like us, and also share us if you think this channel would bring you some, education, entertainment, as well as something to learn from this channel. So
I also think that people from Europe and especially Nordic countries as Sweden are interested in the same kind of information or background or history that you can give them.
Of course, yes.
Because I didn't know so much at all about Sri Lanka, and you have shown me, and your stories made me very interested to visit Sri Lanka. It sounds like a fantastic country, fantastic people.
Thank you.
With their generosity and their nature and the animals and everything. So it's kind of vice versa here.
Of course.
Interchange between cultures.
Yeah, I said, of course, it's not only. So I also share my experience on our culture, background, what I know. I'm not expert on history or I'm not a kind of a expert on politics or anything, but with my knowledge, I'll share everything with you that I know. And also to add on some cherry on top of the cake, when we came here, I'm a Catholic and I'm married to a Buddhist. So when we were coming here, we realized also having the same principles of Buddhism. He actually had the idea of Buddhism. He knows Buddhism, and he loved it, and he was following it, and it was interesting to know that. So yeah, that was another thing.
I became a Buddhist.
Buddhist,
Yeah.
he became a Buddhist, and now he's actually following more Buddhism and philosophy,
Yeah.
as such. So of course, so then we'll see you on the next episode.
Even though ones can change.
Yeah, of course, yes. Yeah. That's a great thing. Yeah. So we'll see you on the next episode.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Bye bye.